Howdy, howdy, Beto. Howdy, Aztec. How to get my music off, and so I can go. Yeah, no, yeah. We're gonna go Cowboys today. Go, Aztec. Hey, Nickel. Let me give you a little link up here. Copy. There we go. Hang on here. Damn it, she already got you. There you go, Nickel. Sorry. She's on you. She's like a duck on a June bug. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lordy. How you doing there, Barbara? You're out there somewhere. Beto, Snakebite, how y'all doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Barbara. You got him before I could get him the you got him before I could give him his link. Hey, Sterling, thank you for coming. Come on by. But wanted to give you a like and say hi. I voted yesterday. Let's go, Trump. Have a yeah, there you go. Add to stage. Here we go. We have Mr. Nickel up here.
Yep.
Barbara was gunning for you, man. She was after you. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
Yep. I figured so.
Yeah, I was getting all ready and everything all set up. I was just fixing to get that link out there, and boom, she already had, because I didn't see you. Like, oh man, she's already got you. Oh Lord. So she's on it. You know what? That's a pretty picture you put up there.
It may be truer than you can believe. I think before it's over. Did you see how many people showed up at Madison Square Garden? There was
I did not.
People were standing, not even a seat available. There was like 10 to 20,000 outside watching on the screen. That's amazing.
Wow. That's that is crazy. Let's see here. I got to get.
New York's supposed to hate Trump.
That's what I thought. Hey, Red Crawler. Nickel. Red Crawler saying hi, Nickel.
Yo. I doubt that, Nickel. Yeah. Well, you wait till November 6th and we'll talk. I doubt that election. I doubt that happened. So.
Barbara says they're from Jersey. That's funny, Barbara. Oh, Lordy.
But the good news here is the Fever fired their coach, Sides, and now they got a chance to win. And they're going to pick up some good players. So I predict the Fever will make the finals next year. I'm not saying they're going to win next year, but they will make the finals next year.
Yeah, I think they will too. And you know what? I think they're going to go back after Caitlin. You know, I think they're going to make her an offer, trying to steal her away from the European League. What do you think about that?
Oh, no, she signed.
Well, that's what I heard. She signed, but, I mean, you don't think they can steal her?
No, that's separate leagues. They're allowed to go anywhere they want to play after this league's over, and they can make more money in Europe and in Asia. They actually make more money. And but no, she signed there. She's back next year. She's ready to go. She's working on some maneuvers now. She's working out and she's working on some new stuff. She's gonna have they're probably gonna go out and get 2 former All-Stars to fill the roster. And so they're gonna have an all-star team basically starting. So they're gonna be really good next year.
Oh wow. Hey, America.
They're gonna get a coach that's more defensive minded, with defensive schemes, because you don't have to worry about offense. You got the offense.
Yeah, exactly.
They had one of the best offenses around. They had the best backcourt in the league. So He all he's got to worry about is getting some defensive players and stopping some people on the other team. Other than that,
Right. Right.
Indiana will, they're good to go.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. Now, did that other gal that was on the Fever, did she sign with a European team too? I can't remember her name.
I do not know how many of them is gone on to play in other leagues. Probably a lot of them because, like I said, you don't get paid that much, and they don't get the deals that Caitlin gets. I mean, she could do a commercial a week, and there's somebody ready to pay her if she'll do the product. So she could make an absolute gazillion dollars if she wants to. And I mean, but the others don't get that. And the other guard, Mitchell, she is a great player, but she's just not a people person. She can't do the products and the commercials, and she's introverted. So she can make a lot of money too, but she just doesn't.
Right, right. Well, I thought that was great that she got that contract because she's going to be treated like royalty over there. The WNBA was stupid. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, they could have doubled their money or tripled it. They
Oh
just,
yeah.
but they don't because no matter what they do, whatever decision, good or bad, the NBA's there to bail them out, so they don't have to make good decisions.
Right, exactly. That's for sure. A couple of people come in and they wanted to say, "Hey, Joe McBride, thank you for coming." And we want Bo Palmer, thank you for coming, sir. Red Crawler, I missed a couple that snuck in here, so thank you for coming. Be sure to hit that love button and share this thing out because there's, since I got my strike from YouTube, they took more my subs away from me. They're just trying to keep me down. They don't want me to break 600 again because I had nearly 700 subs, and then they came in and thank you, Red Crawler, and so I appreciate it. And so they just been stomping on me. I went into Sal's stream tonight to see if they'd let me donate, and I was going to give away 10 memberships, and they wouldn't let me. They would not let me do 10 memberships. Can you believe that?
Yeah. I mean,
save me $20.
They're a lot harder on you than they were me. I've already was forgiven by now.
Well, you know what? I still can't pin a comment yet. Can you pin a comment?
Yeah. It took, I think, for about 2 weeks I couldn't.
It's been quite a while, and I still can't. They are just kicking me in the shins. They are just kicking me in the shins. Yes, they are. I don't know what it is. Maybe because of what my content, because I try and be very, very honest. Joe McBride, I'll be very vague what happened and why. One of my subs got on here, and he got up there and he was talking about him going through some medical issues, and he was telling how he was doing it and stuff like that. He was just talking to himself, and YouTube gave me a strike and said that was medical misinformation. And so I couldn't believe it. I appealed it, but it didn't do any good. They just don't like me, And if you go and try and find me on YouTube and type my name in there, it's really hard to find me. They got me punched way down. They got some guy in India that is over me. So they just been, and he doesn't even go on here anymore. So it's pretty sad. But I just got to crawl out of that dungeon again, and so I'll do it. Yeah, they've been really mean to me, so it's been crazy, been really crazy. So I was so we were talking about. I think you were talking about it here a couple of weeks ago, Nickel, about banks closing.
Yeah,
And
I did a video on the bank that closed in Oklahoma.
yeah, and that's kind of like what I was going to bring up tonight, and talk about that bank and the other. There's been 3 banks closed within the last year of 2024, and then they're talking about all the bank. There was in 2023. They were talking about there were so many banks that closed in 2023. It was like in 2008, but they don't give you a list. I went to the FDIC and tried to get a list of all the banks that closed in 2023, but I didn't get it. I don't know how many. I think they were probably what they call kindly absorbed. You don't even know that they're in trouble and they just get taken over by the bigger banks. Because
well, this bank, this Oklahoma bank, just reopened up in 2 days under a new name and took right off. But they did close. So to make the list, you have to actually close. Nobody can bail you out. Nobody can come in secretly. You have to actually close. And they're blaming it on fraud. And the banker, the president, committed suicide. So,
oh Lord.
So maybe he was embezzling. I don't know. My theory is any banks that they can't keep from closing and they have to put them on the list, they're going to say it was fraud.
Okay.
Not because of policy, not because of who we got in there now. Nothing, with that. They're just going to call it all fraud. But yeah, you have to be insured by FDIC to make the list. So there are banks going under. It's just we don't know those banks, the ones that are like private.
Right. Yep, exactly. And I was looking on bank branches. Like this year so far, there's been 1,300 bank branches from coast to coast close. 1,300 so far this year, and they were saying that there'll probably be another 300, 350 branches closed.
And the machines, the direct deposit machines, or whatever you want to call it, the ATMs. They're not offering as many.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just crazy what I was there you go, Joe McBride. That's good. A new Bank of America is opening up in Long Island. Barbara, I am surprised because Bank of America is one of the banks that I've been watching really close, and her stock has been down, and Warren Buffett's been selling. He sold 2 billion shares of a Bank of America stock, and so it's kind of interesting to see that. What does Warren Buffett know that we don't? So
yeah, but for everyone that's opening, they're probably going to close too.
Exactly. There was an article I was reading tonight that they're on average from 2008 and up is there around 1,600 branches closing every year since 2008 across the United States. Now that's a lot of branches. Now I'm sure that they opened up some others somewhere. They probably closed them down because they're not very lucrative, and then they close one down and open up another. But yeah, Red Crawler, there's a new credit union in Utah, and it's called First Red Crawler. I'll just say, I'll go ahead and say that I am a member of America First in Salt Lake. Yes, I am. So, yep. It's really good. You belong to 2? Yeah. So I don't want to have everything all in one, so it definitely got to be, you want to be not just sucked into one, because I got a feeling that we may find that Bank of America or even more banks will be hurting really bad. And I would definitely keep cash at home, but that's just me. I'm not giving any type of financial advice. That's me. So. Hey, Red Light, thank you for coming. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's it's really crazy what the banks are doing, and you know, you just don't know because of. And I'll tell you what you may see next month. The bank or the Fed is supposed to lower interest rates down again. Now, if they lower it down another 0.5%, all right,
Yeah, I
quarter.
think they're going to. I think they're going to. I don't think it's 0.2. I think it's going to be 0.5. That's what I think.
That's what I'm thinking. But this is my own opinion. If Trump wins the election, I think they'll only lower it 0.25.
Or not at all.
Exactly. So I think there's going to be some politics in that coming up. So just kind of keeping an eye on different things like that and what's going on, because you know there's just so many politics. Every time you turn around, they're doing something that's kind of shady somewhere. It's really hard to keep up with.
Well, it's just like that bank in Oklahoma. How could you have an investigation on what went wrong if you closed it on a Friday and you had it and it reopened it under another name Monday? There's no way you could really know in detail what happened.
Right. Yeah, that's I'd like to know who Diddy's AA Puff, AK Sean Combs, writes his checks for payable receiver. That would be an interesting one, Truthful Troll. I mean, maybe he was banking out of Oklahoma, the Oklahoma bank. Maybe that's why it closed, you know?
It wasn't super huge. They had
97.5 million in assets. I looked that up.
Yeah. So it's not like a huge thing.
Right.
I mean, there's bigger ones than that.
Right. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, it's amazing to see that, you know, and just how, you know, here we're going right back in like in 2023. I didn't realize that in 2023 there was as many banks that closed in 2023 as in 2008, and there was a lot of banks in 2008 closed, and that's what really surprised me. And so, has anybody sat down and thought about what do you do? Okay, Barbara. Well, we'll see. It's you know, I'm not going to put myself on the spot whether he wins or loses. I'm just going to say if, because there's nothing out there yet. Who knows what can happen, you know? So,
well, all the polls now. I mean, almost every source out there says Trump is up by 2 points nationally now.
Is that right?
That he's gained on her on the popular vote.
See that?
So if he wins it before it gets to California, a lot of California people won't vote. So therefore, he's got a chance to also carry the popular vote. But he'll have to win it before California finishes.
Right. That yeah, it's who knows? And there's a lot of people in California that well, like you were talking about the New York who's your daddy? Thank you for coming. Thank you a lot. Hit that love button and be sure and share. Mr. YouTube is being really tough on me, and I would appreciate all the help I could get. So that would be great. So thank you.
But we got to vote like he's down
100. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And so then he can get 90% of the vote to her 10, and then he has a mandate, and then that'll allow him to go in and say, "Hey, I'm taking out the Department of Education. I'm doing away with the Postal Service." That'll give him that authority to do that.
Right. Exactly. Did you see what Barbara says there? It says, Nickel, the polls are rigged by the Russian operatives to keep the.
I told you that's what's going to happen. If Trump wins, and it's looking like he's going to, they're going to blame the Russians. I said that back in a video, 6 months ago. I said, this is what they're going to do. They're going to say Russians did it.
Yep, it's all misinformation, and they did something to it, and you know that heaven forbid if they actually. Can you imagine if they didn't do that and they it's going to be such a lopsided type of deal. Red Crawler, we love Russia, Barbara Carbone. Yes, I do too. I went to Russia. I've been there. I've stayed there. Russia's a great place. The people are great. That's a fun place. I went to a Russian nightclub and I had a blast there. It was fun. It was fun. Have you ever been to Russia, Barbara? No, they're rigging the polls so when the felon loses, you can cry that the election was rigged. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Well, October 1st, the BRICS have been working on their different stuff. And, has anybody heard of BRICS Pay? It's like a credit card in between. This is what they've been working on for quite a while. It's called BRIC Pay, and I thought that was quite interesting.
It's a digital system, I think. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yes, yeah. And so what they're going to do, the BRICS Pay is they're going to be able to pay and do trading between the BRICS nation or the members of them and stuff like that. But did you know last week that Visa and MasterCard shut off the credit cards in Russia? So you couldn't use your credit cards in Russia. So all that was, if you go to a bank teller machine in Russia, because when I was there, I could use a Visa or MasterCard and just, not even in Poland, huh? I think what it is, it's gonna, with the BRICS doing that truthful troll and what they're doing, they're getting out from underneath the U.S. dominance in the market. And it's a bad thing for the U.S., I feel like, because the U.S. cannot dominate in all their shenanigans that they do. And so, putting sanctions on people and stuff like that. So if you could, it's bad for our economy for them to do that.
It's great for metals.
Yes, that's why I'm so bullish on silver. People can buy, if it's not a silver ounce, you can go buy a silver quarter or 2 quarters. I'm very big on silver. And people say that when Sal did his he said it was talking about the silver squeeze is over with in China, and I disagree with it. I think that's what they're trying to do is fool people, because China is buying raw ore from platinum is good, yes. But I would say platinum is good for the metal. But I personally, it's cheap right now and it's more rare than gold. But I don't think it's that much in demand. You don't want to invest in platinum. It's not a tier 1 metal, is what they don't call it that. So like gold, but that's what.
It's the West that's causing their prices to be so low.
Right, exactly.
And if they can break free of it, and not only that, they can just reduce production, and they can make it go up, but just reducing production of the metal.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what I was going to say. China is buying all the silver ore out of Brazil and South America, and they're not refining it there. They're just buying the ore and then shipping it back to China. And so with them doing that, you don't know how much silver is being taken out of Brazil, and they're refining in China. And China's not going to tell us anything like that. They're just going to
whatever China reports, you can multiply it times 10.
Exactly. Yep, because they're not want people to know how much they got. It's no, Russia is with BRICS.
They started it.
Yes, Russia was
idea.
started. Yes, the BRICS stand for, the first one is Brazil. The R in BRICS stands for Russia. The I stands for India. The C stands for China. S stands for South Africa. So that's what it's all stands for, is BRICS of those countries. And now they've got, hey, water possibility. Thank you for coming in. The BRICS have got, I think they've got 130 countries that are trying to get on.
I think 132, I think, and Mexico is trying to get in.
Well, you know what's really something? I don't know how this is going to, Turkey was talking last week about joining BRICS.
Yeah, they want to be in both. They want to be in both. They want to be in
I think it's a smart move on theirs because they're in NATO and they're in BRICS. Now, I don't know how the U.S. is going to, do anything on that. Really, there's nothing they can do,
I think France wants to too. They want to be both.
See, that's not a bad deal because they got both trading both ways, and I think it's be what you would call adverse be adversive, like you're diversified. There we go. Thank you. I finally got it out. Thank you there, Nickel.
it's covering all ends. So they want to be,
yes,
they want to be covered.
Exactly.
But they can also, the BRICS nations can vote and say no. This can't come in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, Jeff Nelson, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And did you just come from Sal's channel? Did he finally shut down?
He was having lag trouble. I think he shut down kind of before he wanted to.
Yo, Beto, that's true. There's a lot of countries on there that want to join that. Yep. Well, they'll be alone, but like Britain and the NATO countries will all, I think Canada will be still with NATO and with the United States. There'll be some that are not going to swing over to the BRICS. So it's
Lebanon, Palestine, they're going to put them in.
Palestine?
Yeah. Even though it's not officially a country, they're going to
exactly. I was going to say that's in that part of Israel.
Yeah. But Mexico is the big one. If Mexico goes to the BRICS, that's huge. It's just huge because look how close they are to us. It's just big. I mean, I really, that troubles me that if they let them in, and they have filed the paperwork to get in. So.
Right. That's exactly right. So, and I was going to try and shut down a little early tonight because of the football game. I'm going to go to the bar and watch football and have me a hamburger. So,
I think
anybody want to join me at the burger place or the bar?
I think it starts at 8:30 technically.
They were saying 5:20 was kickoff, but you know how they are for the start of it. So it could be. They're playing in San Francisco. I don't know the name of their state. Yeah, thank you, Red Light. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it used to be Candlestick. It ain't anymore. It's daggone it.
I don't know the name of it because all I've ever called it was Candlestick. It was right there on the water.
Yeah, it used to be Candlestick. Now it's daggone it. It's named after one of the big corporations, but I can't think of what it is now.
Water possibility says leave us. Does that sound right?
Oh, Levi's? I didn't even know they were still. I thought they made everything now overseas. I didn't think they had any.
I'm looking it up now. MetLife Stadium. Oh, that's Giant Stadium. That's New Jersey. They what the heck did they call that? Candlestick. Well, Candlestick's old name.
Candlestick. They used to play baseball, and you had to know how to play it. You could hit a ball up in the air, and and the infielder could just turn around. The ball would come back to him. It's amazing how much wind affected things.
Come on. It ain't. There it goes. Let's see here. Candlestick State Park. They call it Point State. That's not what I'm looking for. Good Lord. Come on. There it is. Pacific Bell Park.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. They called it. Giants moved there in 2000.
Yep, that's the stadium that Bonds cleared many, many, many times.
Yep.
Out in the water.
Yep. Yeah, they're right on the water. Pacific. I guess you'd call that the Pacific Rim Park, right? They do that. Well, I was going to say Brazil is really urging the BRICS, and Brazil is the B in the BRICS. They were one of the first ones. They're urging they want a alternative like a credit card, and they've been really pushing that. And that BRIC Pay is not really a credit card. It's more of a crypto type of money. And come back to you. Yes, that's exactly right, Beto. Yep, exactly. And so they had that baseball 49ers playing is called Levi Stadium. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that. 49ers playing in Levi Stadium. Okay. So it's got to be in San Francisco, correct?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Oh, it's in Santa Clara. Okay. Home of the 49ers. Okay.
The 49ers is not exactly a great team this year. So Dallas.
I'm sure glad they're not real good, because I tell you what, Dallas ain't real good either. So it's going to be who knows who's going to win, you know? I got to root for my team. I'm a Cowboy fan. So I think I'm even going to wear my Cowboy jersey tonight. So I'll be.
Well, the Bengals lost. I know that.
Did they? Well, I was going to say Dean wanted to go to the bar with me. You're welcome to come, Dean. That's for sure. That is for sure.
I think Cleveland beat Baltimore, believe it or not.
Who did?
Cleveland. Only their second win.
They beat Baltimore?
I'll tell you how weird a day it's been. That's why Dallas will probably win, because New England beat who did they beat? New England won. And that's a miracle.
Wow. I'll have to check that out. Who played I gotta find out who played New England.
But in college ball, the big news is the Indiana Hoosiers. They'll be ranked number 12 in the country this next poll. They're going to be in the playoff series with the teams, the way it looks. I tell you, if they beat Ohio State and go undefeated going in after Ohio State, Bloomington will burn up. I mean, they'll be turning cars over, carrying on. I mean, it.
Oh, yeah.
That never.
It was the Jets. They beat the Jets.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's not a super stretch.
Water Cross says Oregon is number 1. So has Oregon lost? They haven't lost a game yet. They're unbeaten, aren't they?
Indiana's unbeaten. Oregon's unbeaten. Penn State's unbeaten. They almost got Penn State had trouble yesterday, but they won. Ohio State, I think, lost 1. Is that right? I think they've lost 1.
Well, Texas lost just recently too. Texas Longhorns.
Yeah. I think they've lost. I think they've lost 1. So I can't remember Ohio State's record, but it seems like they did lose 1.
Because Ohio State generally got a pretty good team. So does the Michigan and
Oh, Michigan's not very good. No, they're like 500. So
Oh Lordy. Okay.
Indiana's going to beat them. I mean, they can't play.
Oh, Ohio State lost to Oregon. Water
Yeah,
possibility.
yeah,
That's who they lost to. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you, water possibilities. Yeah.
So Indiana might beat Ohio State. You know, they beat Nebraska. They just destroyed Nebraska. Only gave up 7 points. Ohio State struggled with Nebraska.
Right.
So Indiana might just beat Ohio State. I mean, the team that beats probably Oregon this year. So
Well, they got a pretty good team. I like watching them. I watched a game in the bar the other day with I think it was the Ohio game. I didn't finish watching it, but I think it was that game. So that well, you know, I'm thinking about the kickoffs here pretty soon. It'll take me a little while to get over there and get a beer down and stuff like that and get my burger ordered. So
you want me to
yeah,
do
let's do a number and
1 to 50?
Yeah, 1 to 50.
Great. I already have my number.
And here's the gold bar and the silver bar.
And I'll give you a hint. It's the number. It won't be the number that Barbara picks.
All right. So let me get Dean got a 33. He'll be the first one. So Dean got 33. So Truthful Trolls got 45. Snakebite's got 5. 1 through 50.
Without going over.
Without going over. Barbara's got 69. She loves that number. You know, Barbara, we gotta meet.
Well, I'll tell you what. You and her need to get together to celebrate Trump's victory November 5th. So you'll have to meet. You better give yourself a week's notice. Yeah. But you'll have to meet to celebrate that. I think that's
Barbara. Shut up. Barbara, I'll fly out there and I'll take you out to a nice steak dinner. We'll have some good carnivore that night.
Go to Trump Plaza. They only have restaurants in there.
How's that, Barbara? Oh Lord. As everybody, let's see how many's in here. I got to see how many's in here. Look at
Okay, Barbara, you can have Trump salad. Trump salad will work.
Oh Lord. Barbara said she's a vegan. Okay, well, I'll have a real T-bone, and you can have. Will you eat that fake meat that they call what do they call it? Biolab meat or whatever? Can you eat that? A Harris Vergenbiger. Now that.
Now, let me get this right. A vegan is someone that eats vegetables. They eat meat, but not certain types of meat. So she can eat eggs. Is that correct? So you can eat eggs. So if you're a vegan, you can eat eggs. What's the other? There are a few meats they can eat, if I remember correctly.
Right. There's Long Live Coins is here. Thank you for coming, sir.
No eggs. He said Truthful Troll said they can't eat eggs.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
Animal. So not even milk. Lord have mercy. I'd have to finish it and end it right there if I couldn't have milk.
Exactly. No eggs. Oh Lord, I love eggs, Barbara. You can't even have a good breakfast. So you don't eat eggs and you don't eat bacon. What do you have for breakfast? Tofu? All right, I think we got everybody. Yeah, there. Thank you, Beto. Stop. No more numbers. There we go. I was just sounds boring.
It sounds. I think I'd rather eat paper.
Exactly. Oh Lord. Me and my brother, we had a good steak last night. I cooked. Oh boy,
Ribeye,
baked potato, and some good other stuff. All right, what number do we have there, Mister?
Well, the number is what I'm sending to Donald J. Trump, the next 47th president of the United States, and this is it. Oh, what's that? Wait a minute.
33 and 23.
No. Wait a minute. How did I stop? Oh, wait a minute. I don't know how that come up.
I don't either.
Wait a minute. Let me end it. Virtual. Oh, shoot. I may have to just say it because of the virtual wall. How come it's okay? Wait a minute. I'll do that one. Now let's see what it does. It should work this time. Oh, Lord.
You got the blue screen on. We like blue.
Well, no, you'll be able to make it by the second half. Wait a minute. Let's see virtual. Dadgum. None. Okay, there you go. That ought to do it. Now let's try it. There you go.
All right. Okay.
The magic number is 30 because I'm giving Donald J. Trump $30 for his campaign.
All right, $30. All right, let's go down here. Let's see who had anything close to 30. Let's see. Dean had 33, 40, 45. Let's see. In 36. Beto's 36, 69. Look how close Barbara came. 69. She's got
I want to know, did Barbara how much? I wonder what she gave Harris. I don't know. I wonder if she beat me. She probably gave her more than 30.
Well, I'm not seeing too many. There's too many people going over. Dean was the closest with 33. Snake, see here. Let's go back. 36. Good Lord. Tom Larson with 24 is probably the closest number that didn't go over. Yep. Tom Larson. Let me you're the closest, 24. Yep, I don't see any other number in there that's even closer. So that Dean was close, but he went over, so we'll have to go with 24. 6-shooter went with 72. So I'm gonna put my.
I thought Trump might need $30 to buy those poles. I'm going to predict Dallas is going to win today in a upset since they're at San Francisco. I've got Dallas will win by 3 points. That's what my prediction is. Dallas by 3.
You know, that's very possible. Very possible. Let's see here. Dean, there's my email. Send me your address, Dean, so I can get a letter off to you.
They could be like Cincinnati. You know, Cincinnati's 3 wins are all on the road.
Or not Dean, but Tom. Tom was the closest. He had 24. Not Dean. Dean had 33.
But the Cincinnati has not won a home game. All their wins have been on the road. Is that the weirdest thing? It is the weirdest thing.
It is. Let me make sure that Tom is aware because it's going to him. And so, Tom, be sure and send me your email and email me with your address stuff so I can get it to you.
Well, Barbara, he is a billionaire, but in paper. I mean, I think he's kind of cash strapped, actually. Most of his millions are in real estate. I don't know how much cash on hand he has anymore. I do not know for sure on that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's for sure. And that's awesome. Well, I tell you what, everybody, I'm going to go to the, we got to have fun. Hey, thank you, Dean. We're going to have that tonight for sure. And, Mr. Tom, be sure. Yeah, you're welcome, Tom. Be sure and you got my email address right there below you, and be sure and send me your address so I can get that to you.
You want a scoring update, or you don't want me to tell you?
Do what now?
You want a scoring update on the game, or you don't want to know?
I'm fixing to go down there and leave. I'll just see what it is when I get there. Has it started?
Yeah, it's underway, and I'll tell you, one team has scored.
Oh no!
Yeah, one team has, but you don't want to know which one. But
nope. I'll find out when I get to the bar. Thank you, Tom. Everybody, thanks for coming. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed what I was talking about. I had some more information, but I'll save it for next Sunday, and we'll have some more chatting. So I thank you, and
look at Barbara.
Keep sending the billionaire money. That's what he loves about his megas. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Barbara. Thanks for coming. We will talk to you. Good night, and y'all have a good one. And we will see you.
See everybody.
Oh, come on. Quit messing with me.